All right. Warm blessings, everyone. Sorry for the lag. Hope you guys can see me. Okay, here we go. So today, I'm going to talk to you guys about trauma, karma, and why is it important that we need to realize what our karma and trauma is, and how and why should we do that healing? Um, Clearing trauma and karma has been one of my specialties throughout my shamanic journey. And most people come to me to help them with trauma and karma, especially karma in this lifetime or another lifetime before, or just clearing the and getting to the roots of the trauma as well. So, roots of where this trauma comes from is an important factor because without knowing the roots of where the trauma comes from, how can we even have an inch of an idea of how to actually help and heal the trauma or the karma? So for those of you that maybe don't know what trauma is, and maybe this is your first time hearing about clearing trauma, especially a shaman doing that, trauma is something that has happened or something that has occurred in your life, in this lifetime or another lifetime before, and that has left you with a scar or a mark. And this scar or mark leaves you with anxiety, leaves you with blockages within your mind, and leaves you with just a huge um, dissatisfaction about your life. It leads you with this hurt. And this hurt, it goes within your heart, it stays within your mind. And sometimes you try to, get away from this feeling, get away from the memories of the trauma, right? It was a situation that you were in, and it's something that has caused you a lot of pain and a lot of getting over. And sometimes you cannot get over this trauma, right? So, trauma is something that causes a scar inside of your life that you are trying to get away from, trying to heal as you go. Or for some of you, maybe just block it out and try to live life on. Sometimes it doesn't work very well, and sometimes you can't get over the trauma. Okay. Karma is something that you cannot touch and feel, and it's not tangible. Okay. So for those of you who are watching, give me a juju chi. This is Freeing Friday, and I'm going to talk further into trauma and karma releasing, and what does that do for you when you clear your trauma and your karma, whether it's in this lifetime or another lifetime. If you haven't already, go down and like the video if you are watching, and also subscribe if you haven't already. Okay. So, what does it mean to really clear your trauma and clear your karma? So, for those of you that have come in and did, a 15-minute consultation or scheduled with me or booked with me a 15-minute intro reading, you guys know how it feels. And for those of you that have done it, give me a shout out there on the chat live here and say Juju Chi, hashtag Juju Chi, or hey, it was great. Say something that is going to support the channel, say something that other people need to know because they haven't done that with me. They haven't done their free consultation with me, so they don't know how it works. They haven't done any cleansing or clearing or any haven't had an experience with Faliti healing, Master Shaman Palai Chi. So I really want them to get an understanding or just some feeling from those of you that have done it before. Kind of give out a little shout out to Faliti healing or to myself, Master Shaman Palai Chi, on how it had gone for you. So that other people will start to get their healing as well, because some people are very afraid to really face their trauma, to really dive down deep and figure out what that trauma was. Maybe they blocked it off because it was so hurtful. Okay. And some may be within the last few years. Some may have had that trauma within like the last 25 years and still could not get rid of that trauma or understand really where the karma was coming from. Okay. My candle is bursting here, guys. Hope you guys can see that. My candle is bursting here. All right. So the importance of clearing trauma and karma. The moment that you start to realize and give some kind of attention and stop denying that you are hiding away in some corner or some place, and that you are ignoring the trauma, you are ignoring the karma in your life, right? The moment that you stop this denial, you'll start to see the picture much clearer, and you are going to be more willing, or you should be more willing, to find healing for yourself. And this healing may go deep. Some people come to me and say, I don't know really where to start, Master Shaman Palai Chi. And I say, hey, what do you want to do in your healing session? Do you have an idea? And typically they say, I don't really know what I really want. I don't really know what I need in my healing session. Can you just kind of take a look and let me know? And usually in the 15-minute consultation, if you want to go down and take a look in the description, I have the link down there for a 15-minute consultation or a 15-minute intro reading with me for $50. That's how you start your healing journey with me. But most people that come to me, they don't know where to start. They don't know how they're going to do on their path. They don't know if they really want to face their fears of really going down deep into the roots. And that's the scariest part, especially you gathering up your courage, gathering up your bravery to come to me as a shamanic healer and say, I need healing. That's step one, right? Step two is, how do I get this going? How does my journey start with you? And that's going to be the two options of how you start with me, okay? For any other shamanic healers, do not compare me to them, because I work very differently from other shamanic healers, especially the traditional ones. Although I am of a traditional shaman and of the New Age shaman. So I place myself in that area, because that's how I work in my process and procedures. And that's how I have helped a lot of people that have come into the path of where I'm going. In order to be willing to clear trauma and karma, you must be willing to heal. You must be willing to face your truth. You must be willing to say, I'm ready to see. I'm ready to hear what needs to be heard, okay? And the other thing is, where is the root cause of my trauma and karma? So you're trying to find really, where's Lu Hopo, okay? Lu Hopo hatia guza ge chou la ya guza ge ba bu ge chou bu ho ge kuo ho tu. And that is, where is the hookup? Where is the bottleneck of my trauma? And why can I not move past this trauma or karma, right? And we'll also take a look into, is it really trauma, or is it karma, or is it both? That's actually stopping you from really being a successful person in your career or business? Or is it not that area at all? Is it the relationship area that there's a hookup in, right? And that's where we need to start, perhaps, right? Or is it something in the family that has now caused you the trauma or karma, and you have there's a hookup in regards to how you can go forward with your spirituality? Perhaps there wasn't a spirituality in your family. You grew up with none. Perhaps you grew up with a ton of spirituality, but yet don't really know what to believe. Or there had been a cutoff or change within the family of your spirituality, really what your family believed in. And then now you went back and forth on, should I be more shamanic? Should I be more Catholic, more Jewish, more Christianity? Should I be more atheist? What is it that I really want to be? What is it that I really believe in? Is it Allah that I believe in? What is it, and where is it? Is it for me? And that's really where the question lies in, because now you don't know what to believe, right? Or do I not have a religion at all? Or do I just need to get some spirituality? Maybe religion isn't my thing. Maybe I just need to believe in myself and figure out where my spirituality lies. And what is spirituality? There's two differences, right? There's spirituality and there's religion. And those two are totally different. Religion comes in where there's someone, a preacher, a pastor, a reverend, some leader that is leading you through their preaching from a book. I'm not saying that's not good. It can be very good if you believe in it. But however, if it doesn't feel right to you, then you'll need to leave it. And some people has come to their spirituality, which is the other side. What is spirituality? Spirituality is when you find God within yourself, really. It's when you find Jesus within yourself. It's when you find Buddha talking to you with no one there, tangibly, right? So you see a Buddha, a Jesus, you come to a Jesus moment. You come to an angel moment, right? You come to maybe it's your grandparents that has passed on and now has visited you, right? And now they are kind of guiding you, or maybe they've come to visit you and talk to you, whether it's in your dreams or whether it's out here. Perhaps it's a more spiritual aspect of an ET connecting with you. So all of this has to do with spirituality. I hope you guys will decipher and know the correct between spirituality and religion. They are two separate things. They are two totally different things. One came first and the other came after. So spirituality came first because people had to believe in themselves. Because again, like I said, how do you know how to eat something like a plant or an herb when you have a stomach ache or a headache back in the caveman days, right? If there were ever cavemans, right? So there is something there of your intuition or spiritual guidance that comes in to let you know that this herb or this plant, this fruit or vegetable, grow this, right? Take the seed, put it in the ground, put water in it, and grow it. Or coming after that is your religion, which means someone took spirituality and then wrote something down, maybe at a 60-40%, right? 60% being 100% of the truth and 40% being added experiences or added falseness, whatever it is, added information of what the mind wants to say within that book or within that the literature, right? The contents, and then to use it so that a people can follow it, or so that there can be sort of like a civilization, so that there could be sort of like a standard way to follow for that purpose, to have some kind of a system. There is already a system that was already naturally there, which is the spirituality system. If we all can listen to our own intuition, if we all can listen to really what it is that our intuition, really what it is that we call God, right? The universe, a come to Jesus moment, a come to Buddha moment, a come to Guan Yin moment, a come to the dragon spirit moment, right? Whatever it is that is guiding us on the benevolent level, right? In this middle world that we live in, we want to take that and we want to utilize it in our daily lives so that we can actually up our frequency, so to speak, right? Up our vibration so that we can experience this miracle. And typically, if you are following me on Facebook, I talked about miracles this week. Why? Because I just saw another miracle happen in this week. In the last few weeks and up to this week, another miracle had happened. I went from someone that was near death or near harsh situation this week, went through that with them, and through this miracle, found themselves again and are in the midst of finding themselves again and coming back to a normalcy to breathe, live, and to talk, and to walk, and to sit, and to just awaken to really what this life is telling us in this moment in time. We take it every moment of the day. Why? Because with every breath we take, with every thought we make and create in the benevolence, then we are creating our future. Okay? We are creating our future. We are creating the energy, the vibration that leads us to our humanity, to sustain with other people, and to be with the ones that we love, and to feel this love. And in order to feel this love, really, we need to figure out the roots of our karma. Where did that stem from? Did that stem from which side of my family? Was it the parent? Which was it the mother's side? Was it the father's side? And I'm going to speak to my Hmong community here. Sha the kanya le ka zi ya sha yo ba to te ka bao to ha tie ya lin de gu mun tie kha ja jai tu mo zhe ge ji ho sen le mo yi zhe ge ba ba mo zhe ge kou ba nya to ha tu ne gu nia le gu zi sha de don cha de gu lu neng te li jong li no tie lo chi ya lin de chi ta lin de bo ya nyan de gu i lu neng ya ya ta la ya tia ta lo e nhớ cho họ tư của thiên lý mua tàu họ nữa cho là ô trâu ít họ bộ phèn hai tia của yêu mua chế tờ cho họ của lúc nên tờ mù trâu giá tận đây nó thiết cho của mi nhỏ mi kỹ giờ lo lon tờ của bao công nhận chữ khó tư tờ tu cha chế tư của muốn thiết cả tàu của chớ cả tàu họ nó ya sĩ cái nín nhai she gets a genje the ning the yai she gets a geti the ning the yai kiria mu chau phớ tàu cho kiện đỡ còn nói ít khó kế cú nè nó chơi thia bảo ủa muốn tàu chấp lời okay the master shaman bảo lại chi nó ít cho kế yeah, they're okay. Just right now, if you guys are seeing any negative comments or anything that is not appropriate on the chat, the live chat, please help me out and support Master Shaman Palai Chi Falipi Healing. I am not out here to preach anything to you, but to inform you of things that I know that has worked correctly for me and that has helped me through my life and has helped others that I've went in and done healings for. You can believe it or you don't have to believe it. That is up to you. And you can take away whatever you want to take away or take away nothing. That is up to you. But this is to inform you of the ones that has been misinformed and has been lied to all their lives or even currently as I speak. Okay? And I want to come here out today with my channel and I've always been, and my intention has always been there, right? To teach you what has been correct for me in my life, the experiences that I've had with others, and that through all the healings that I've done, what has been correct. And I just cannot say enough to encourage you guys to face your healings, to face the trauma. I find out the craziest thing, guys, and things that people has blocked away in their memory, okay, in their lives, and they've wasted their lives on really pondering on, should I face this trauma? Should I put it away? Should I block it? If I have karma, why is it that I keep getting into car crashes, right? So they continue to ask the question, but I say, you need healing. You need healing. You need healing. The question is, can you face your healing? And the only moment that the miracles are met is when you actually make up your mind and decision to say, I'm willing to face my trauma. I'm willing to know, where is it at? Where does that root from? Where does that stem from? Lúc cha chị tư khỏi cha chị tư ya khó kỹ phê nhân tử là do một kỹ bà là do linh tư của lúc chị nên tàu ở đây ya chỉ hậu chỉ do là đâu là tu tín nên tê rồi là tu tín nên họ hai tê là lúc chỉ trong là do một phòng trâu chơi chỉ trong là nhớ trâu họ tư là ế cú thiết trâu trong lý nó thiết cú ya ít tu sẽ lên sinh giữ đỡ cú bỏ cú ya côngแต่ชีกูhọ trâu cho cái nó ya vì lý giả sometimes there isn't any karma in any other past lives or your life, right? However, there's people that maybe are coming back into your life or has been born around you, even relationships, right, that are very close to you, as in cousins, as in brothers and sisters. Mostly, I would say it's cousins, right? Relatives, the evil relative, right? That have been born back into this lifetime with you because there's something that has not been said and done, and there's justice that still yet needs to be said and done. And that's where the karma and trauma, or actually the karma, sits in and needs to be faced. If not faced in this lifetime, you will come back again another lifetime, or you will figure it out somehow, some way. That's if you do it, right? That's if you are the one to figure it out, then you will be the one to make that save. Some people may come to me and say, hey, Master Shaman Palachi, I don't know why I can't concentrate when I can't go to sleep at night. I have trouble sleeping. I have paranormal issues. My children have paranormal issues now. I used to when I was small, but why do they have to have it? So there's lots of things going on because there wasn't any facing of whether it's you or your parents or your grandparents. Somewhere along the line, someone did not face their truth. To be able to clear your trauma and karma, you must be willing to seek it out. Seek out what is the root cause. Seek out why things didn't happen the way you would like it to. I mean, some people might have a great career, really successful, make tons of money, but their relationship is horrible. They have no relationship, or their relationship is really rocky, or they just have a flat out no relationship. And it just feels like they did have a relationship, but then it was really bad. And then now they're trying to get onto another relationship, and it's just not working out. And the question is, will I ever see my soulmate? Will I ever meet a soulmate? Will I have a partner to help me through in this lifetime? And some just plain give up, right? And they just really give up on that, okay? Trauma needs to be known in the root cause. Some people have forgotten their traumas, and they come and then we go through a trauma release. And at the end of the trauma release, they are awed to know and to hear the information that I'm able to relay out to them through that trauma release. For example, some people may have been molested. They have been gone through some sexual harassment, sexual molestation, some really bad negative energies at a young age. They forgot about it. They blocked it off their memory, but they knew that something was wrong with them sexually. So they come and they ask for healing. They don't know why, but they just know that they have really bad relationships, and they just can't work with other people. They can't be with other people or around them, and they're annoyed of other people. They don't know why. So we find out, and this is for a few people that's come my way, right? I won't say the numbers, but there's, a good few of them. And so we find out different ways, and we go into details on how they were traumatized. And you just don't know how bad tears will roll down their eyes, and they start to remember. And they, sometimes I'm crying with them because it's so bad. And then they actually remember more in their memory of what happened to them as a child. So I want to tell you guys that that's the trauma. The karma part, they will start to know if we do a past life regression, right? If we start to go into a past life regression about them, what they were, who they were in another lifetime, they will start to then understand really why they like the things that they do this lifetime. For example, why are they so fond of dogs, right, in this lifetime? Because perhaps in another lifetime they were one themselves, right? It can sound so crazy, guys, but it's so true. And they would actually tear up because they can feel how it felt in the last lifetime if they were a dog that was their owner had passed away, right? And they were wishing and hoping that they could see this owner again in a different lifetime, but as a human being. So the stories can go on and on about different experiences of different healings that I've had with people. But these are just some of the few experiences that I've had, and it's a miracle. Why? Because they start to tear up, they start to feel and understand the past life, and they have this strong urge and knowing how it was in that lifetime through their trauma and karma release. So I just wanted to talk to you guys today. If you guys haven't already, go out to subscribe and go out to like the video. Go share the video in the shaman groups. Those people need it the most because they are so misinformed. And if they hear me now, then hear me out, right? The question is, you can believe it. Do you believe it? If you don't, it's up to you. You could take it. You could chuck it, whatever you want to do, but don't talk bad about the video. Just know that one day you will find that what I'm talking about is the truest of the true, and to the 100%. I'll say even in the spiritual level, 120%. Clearing trauma and karma is something I suggest and recommend to everyone because someone has had a trauma or karma sometime in their life. I'll tell you a quick story. This past weekend, I went to an exposition, and one lady stopped by my booth, and she was an older gal, probably in her mid ages, and she's very calm, and comes by and was like, "You have such good energy." And I said, "I know," not trying to be egotistic, but I'm just admitting to the energy. And I said, "I understand." And she says, "You have something I'm drawn to, but I'll come back." So she goes around and then comes back to the booth at the exposition and says, "I think I'm going to do a reading with you because I feel the urge and I feel your energy is very, very pure and authentic." So then she did this reading and she told me, "I don't believe that I have any karma, but I want to do the reading. Or I don't believe that I have any trauma, so I'll do the reading. But I just want to hear what you have to say." So then I go into this reading without question from her, right? She has no questions for me. So I go into this reading and all the information comes out. And she starts to really come out being herself. She's not closed anymore because she was at the beginning. She's fearful, right? Fearful of me actually telling her what she needed to hear. And comes to find that she is also someone that had trauma at a young age. She's, as a girl, I told her it was 5 to 6 years old specifically, and she then remembered something in that time. So I'll tell you guys that it can go into details. It could be very in general at first, but if we go deep, it can get into details. So be willing to hear what is coming your way. The only way you can heal is to hear what happened in detail. Some of the grudgy details I will not go into because it's so harmful or hurtful. It would traumatize you again, perhaps, right? And I laugh because I know it will. I'm just so confident in that. But the other thing is that you just need to know enough details that you can heal from this. This is with any healing, okay? I'll repeat this again, guys. I work differently from other Hmong shamans, and I've worked with many in different cultures and religion, and I understand you as a person. I don't care to understand you as a religion, a person with a religion, because does it matter to me? No, because you came about needing healing, because you need love, because you're searching for something in this world, something in your life that you need clarity, that you need focus on. And if you don't get this clarity and focus, then your life will be at a missing link point till the ends, until you're 120 years old, so to speak, right? So think about that. If you guys want to do your 15-minute consultation, or if you just want to do a quick reading and to find out some things to see how it goes for you, click on the link below. We have the 15-minute consultation for free, or we have that 15-minute introductory reading for $50. Okay. All right. Yufin Sei Chow. I know about Min people, and definitely can take a look into that as well. Most of the Asian communities have been interwoven or intermarried for some. Only a few have been very pure to their race, right? But the question is, does that really matter at this point in time of our lives? We have all been interwoven somewhat, somehow in the world. And the point is, we move along in our life more substantially better if we can focus not on religion, right, but on love, not on who's better, what race is better, or even right? It's not really that's the matter. It's really hatia and don't lie to one another. Also be loyal to yourself. So kiến nhân chèn nhân nên tụ khen. So kế này ở shit sâu nhân nên tụ khen. Yêu thấu này bỏ ít thứ ô tô mù xia lợ. Ý lành chỉ cho tu ý tu tờ. Ý lành chỉ cho mua ý tu how do I say zia, okay? Don't cut each other off when you've seen somebody that's successful, whether it's within your race or another race. Yes, sometimes you are proud to be in your race, yes, but you also need to be proud that you're human and that you need to be human to another person by giving them humanity within yourself, humbleness, your humility. We can cheer and be happy for our race, but we also, that's everybody, that goes for any race. But we also need to understand that in the future, we will need to cheer and be happy and support the human race, okay? Because we are all in this together. No one should be left behind. However, unless you can't deal with things yourself and you are in the negative, and you are with negative energy and you are working for negative energy, then I, hands up, cannot help that. All right. So go on in and click the links below, guys, if this is something that you are interested in, a TraumaKarma release. Typically, sometimes it's more than once, sometimes it's once and you're good. There was a guy that came into a healing with me. He went to the Buddha temple or Wat, stayed and lived there for 2 years. He told me he stayed there for 2 years. He's been trying to release his karma and trauma for 35 years. And come to be that 1 hour session with me, after that 1 hour session with me, He said to me, you have just released everything that I was trying to release on my own for 35 years. And that I was trying to also get this at the Wat, at the Buddha temple that I lived and stayed there for 2 years, and I didn't find anything. But here in this 1 hour with you, Master Palai Chi, you have just cleared everything in my life, and I thank you for it. And that just made me feel so, when somebody, a client especially, or just another person tells me, Master Palai Chi, this is how I feel. You've done this for me. I am now more clear. I am now more stable. I can do this. And I can actually see that within their eyes. It feels to me, I feel like I didn't even know that I was able to do that. Thank you so much for actually letting me know. And I am so appreciative with my spirit guides and them with me and myself that I'm able to do the things that are miracles to other people, even a miracle feeling to myself. I didn't even have an idea, the slightest idea that I could even do that for someone else. I'm just awed by myself, right? And I just continually think to myself, wow, I could do this. Wow, I can actually help other people like this. I'm awed. And I continue to just be awed in that way whenever I get another miracle happening in front of my eyes or within the intangible spirituality of me. And I see this happening for other people. And through my healings, and I'm just, again, questioning myself, how did I do this? And then I actually learn from my experiences, and I utilize these experiences for the next experience to come. And I look forward to them every single time because it's going to bring me a surprise of some sort. And you guys that are on the spiritual journey should also feel the same. I don't think in my whole, and I feel this, I so feel this, that in my whole life, as in I going into my spirituality and trying to find and seek, I actually wasn't seeking, but it sought me. So I actually wasn't seeking to be a shaman at all. I didn't expect to be one. I didn't expect to be gifted or to be psychic, whatever it is, right? I didn't expect to have these gifts. And I also didn't seek to try to have powers of any kind, right? And when they came and I'm able to do this with people, I'm just awed by myself. And I think to myself, wow, I was meant to do this stuff, I suppose, because I can do it without really doing too much on my end, right? I'm not even trying sometimes, right? So I want you guys to be encouraged, the ones that have a spiritual journey to go on. Maybe you've been called. If you guys are watching my videos, you know and understand what called means. What does it mean to be chosen or to choose it, right? Again, typically, if you're chosen, you have to choose your spiritual path in order to go in it. You have to choose, you have to make a stand with your spirit guides, with the universe, that you are willing to go into your spiritual journey, right? And you have to choose that you are willing to be spiritual, that you're willing to heal other people. Typically, those ones that has to choose are harder or stubborn to go into their journey, to really face it, to really face the trauma, to face the karma that maybe was in the last lifetime or the couple last lifetimes ago, right? Now, if you're being called, right, to go into the spiritual journey like I was, you have no choice. You are going to be called, all right? And you'll get information, and you'll continually get information to help other people. And you're going to want to help other people because there's a really deep urge within yourself that if you don't, there is just something that is in your consciousness that it's just not going to feel good. Okay. All right. Enough talk for today. Let's do the one card pulls. You're exactly right, Mary Paul. If you guys think that I'm dropping my cards here. If you guys think that my channel is worthy, if you guys feel that it has helped you in some way or another, please show the love by donating. I haven't put my donation, here, I'll do this right now. You guys can PayPal me at palaichi@gmail.com. Any donation that you would like to donate to the channel, to grow this channel more, to help this channel have more subscribers, because I am so underrated at this point. Someone told me that actually a few years ago, and then someone told that to me again the other day, that you are so underrated, Master Palaichi, on YouTube. I started my channel quite some time ago. I think it was 2012 or so. And then that I was the first monk shaman that started this more professionally. And then others came after that time. If you guys go back to my first video and others, you'll see as well, the timing is stamped there. But I didn't rigorously do tons and tons of videos just to get likes and subscribes. I did this channel intentionally to help other people wake up, to help people to accept what a shaman can do, to see what a shaman does, and the different ideology or concepts and aspects in the shamanic way. And that was for the channel. The channel's intention was to do that, and it is still in that as of today. I don't do videos to try to get the tons of subscribers at a short period of time. If they come, they come, right? I'll accept whatever. But the point is through these videos, have you guys learned anything, right? Have you guys taken some stuff away and actually utilize it in your lives? And are you authentic about it? Or are you going away and then gossiping about Master Palaichi or the channel? And for those that do that, good luck to you, right? I can't help you because you're doing, again, the negative, the dark, the things that are not of good. And I can't help you, and hands up to that, I can't help you for that. But if you're trying to help in regards to trying to support the concepts, support the ideas, support the aspect of the monk shaman of Master Palaichi, right? Then all in for you. Again, it takes this upbringing to go into the right information. If you are gaining the right information, the correct information to go off of, your children will as well. The concepts will hang into your head, your memory, and your mind will switch. Your mindset will change to something that is more clear knowing than something that is frustrated and confused and jealous and hateful and fearful and doubtful. Okay? So hear me out. Show some love with Juju Cheese. Hashtag Juju Chi for me, all of you that are on. And I know there's a ton of you that are watching my YouTube channel, but you have not subscribed. And I want to encourage you to do just that. The better you can be authentic to yourself, the more good luck energy can come to you from the universe. Okay? All right. I don't have Venmo. I just have my palaichi@gmail.com. If you guys want to donate there, I am also doing my 3 card pulls for $10. Unless you just want to donate to us, 5, 10, 20, whatever dollars you'd like to help out the channel and the energy that I'm giving off to you guys today. Someone just came to me the other day at the expo and told me, you know, every time I come to these expositions, I'm just taking in good energies. And I think to myself, are you humble about it? Right? And then they walk away. Okay. VIT or VIT. This is for you. You said, help me clear, please, with one card. Oh, actually, before I forget, I don't know if she's still on here, but what's her name? I forgot. Yeah. Yeah, if you can hear me, you can go back to look at this live. And Yia had donated last time to me right at the end of my live last week. So yeah, I want to give this shout out to you. Okay, thank you so much for your donation. And I'm going to do the 3-card pull for Yia first, and then I'll do this clearing or 1-card pull. Okay, so this is for Yia. I don't know what your last name is. I think it's Yia Z. Okay, Yia, this is for you. Before I forget, for those of you that don't know, this is called a tiho, okay? Some people who are they are tiho. Tiho no the shi lo lu just chang the tia ya tiho. Lu ti có lu ta ho no, okay? Lu na lu có mỏ con tông ti có lu ta ho, tin thọ có lu ta ho. All right? You need to see food, like you need to mentor chỉ tao kia trong này, này chỉ bảo nó chị, lúc nào này lúc tí họ, okay, này lúc tí họ, master bảo lại chị kia trong này tiền lúc nào lúc tí trong này lúc tao họ, có thể này theo lý giải tao chủ tao chị, okay, done trong up, okay. Show the love by saying thank you for telling us that. I know a lot of people do their takeaways, but they're not humble about it. So learn how to be more humble, have your humility, learn how to be more authentic as well, and say thanks when it's worth you're saying things. For some people, it's so worth it for you to say things, but you don't, and you hide away, and then you wonder, I did say that, and then you repeat that somewhere else, and you haven't given credit to that person. How many of us do that? I'm also guilty of that sometimes. So then I go back and I say, hey, this person taught me this. Thank you so much to them. And I will tell them too. Okay. All right. So here's a 3-card pull for Ye Li. Or I don't know if it's her last name is Li, but it's Ye. Okay. So Ye Z. Sorry about that. Yeah. 3-card pulls for you. Okay. Last week you did a donation right at the end. And here we go. You guys donate to palaichi@gmail.com on PayPal. I don't have Venmo or Cash App, so it's just palaichi@gmail.com. I have not put that out there, but I'll do it again here. PayPal. Oops. Give your love shout out to me by donating and showing your gratitude with Juju Chi. Hashtag Juju Chi. All right. Yeah, Lee, these are your cards. Okay. So for yeah, right now, there's so much of a change in your career right now. Yeah. I would say that you'll need to find your way again. You'll need to find really what your passion is. I feel that you have your passion and you found that there's this inner self-love right now that you're getting, and it really is not going towards your career at all. If you are in your job right now, it feels like there's going to be a huge, almost 360 change. Okay, so that's coming your way. But if that changes, you don't even give a care, because right now you're trying to do something that is very passionate, that you're very passionate about. You're trying to get that passion into your path, into the way, and you're going to do it no matter what. I feel like this is so into you right now. And this self-love has gone on to a high 10 from a scale of 0 to 10. It's at a high 10 level. So no matter what happens in the job or career side, you're going to still continue with your passion. 10 for you, okay? So 10 for you on that. Yeah, continue to do that. You're going to reach it somehow, some way in the next month or two. The other thing is that you have been spreading a lot of love towards your relationship area, and I'm glad for that. You have kind of reached to a point where you have had enough, especially on the spiritual side, of really saying, I don't want to deal with this, are we in love? Are we not? Are we having this connection? And I feel like you're trying to just really give it a go on your relationship. So yeah, that's your 3-card reading. I hope you can get that. Yeah, this is for you. I don't know if you're on with me anymore because I started talking about the trauma and karma, but really what you really need is a healing in that to boost you on the abundance part. Okay, yeah. That is your 3-card reading. Anybody else want a 3-card reading? Donate and let me know that you have donated so I can know. All right. Let me know that you have. Okay. And I'm going to be doing one here for Vit in a moment here, if I can get to it. Okay, so all right, Vit, this is for you. Okay. You had talked about cleansing or something like that to clear you or cleanse you. I don't do the cleansing on this live, but that's something that you can also click down below on the 15-minute consultation. And then we can have a consultation to see what it is that I need to clear and how I need to go about it, okay? Vit, this card is for you, okay? Here we go. Okay, so definitely you need a cleansing. Vit, or Vit, okay, so VIT. This is for you. I feel that your energy is on a scale of 0 to 10. You're at a very negative 10 or 9 level, very negative 10, negative 9 level at this time in your life. Why is it that so? I feel that it's very into this relationship side that has caused this energy to really go down on yourself, to really, the chakra that stands inside of your body right now is at a very dull yellow, very dull, hardly lighted energy there, orange color, but yet very dull, like this ugly orange color. And it feels so not in your willpower right now, Vit. So if that sounds correct, please say Juju Chi, and yes, it is correct. However you want to say that, but let me know that I'm on the right track, okay? But Vit, that's what I'm feeling for you. If you'd like to do a clearing and a session there, go out to click on the 15-minute consultation. All right. Okay. Here we go here. Okay, so let me see here. All right. So guys, Jade Cutie, could I also get a card pull? Yes, Jade, we'll do a card pull for you. Thank you so much, Mary Xiong, for donating. Shout out to Mary and spreading the love. And warm blessings, Mary. May only good things start coming and flowing into your direction. Juju Chi. Thank you so much for that donation. Nu Yang Va sent a donation. Thank you so much, Nu. Warm blessings to you. I appreciate that as well. And Juju Chi, if you guys have not been on with me at all here, and this is your first time, understand that this is Juju Chi means good luck energy. So Juju means good luck, Chi means energy. Okay. And if you guys are not hearing me right now, my Zoom has lagged. So hopefully you guys can hear me in a bit here. Thank you so much for to to hang. Warm blessings. To hang. All right. Door X thing. Door X thing. Warm blessings to you. Sussy Studios. I want to donate money. Warm blessings, Sussy. Again, you guys don't have to, but if you want to, go ahead and do the palaichi@gmail.com. And I'll know who you are. Please put your real name in the description or in the notes if you guys are donating, so I know exactly who you are. Li Vong Lo, yes, this is free, but if you guys want the 3-card poll, then it is $10 for that 3-card poll. For some of you, you have donated more than $10, and you are warm blessings to you, and you are just so in this humbleness in my heart to you, and the universe knows it, and so much juju chi to those of you that have donated. For those that don't have the money and you aren't in financial ability to donate, no problem there. There's always good things and goodness coming your way as well, as long as you feel the goodness in your heart. And as long as you are supporting Master Shaman Palai Chi, myself, and Falithi Healing, that's what matters, okay? Warm blessings to those of you that have donated and that have given me some support there and shown your support. Unconditional Ascension says, may you see if I'm connecting with my correct head spirit right now with 1-card pull. So Unconditional Ascension, here we go. And I'm just going to be out here, guys, for another minute or so here. I have to get going. Unconditional Ascension. What I'm seeing right now is that, I don't know if you have a Sifu or not, but they really need to look into you to help you out, because your highest or head spirit guide is not really the highest spirit guide. It is the highest one that you can get in contact right now. The highest one is not yet settled in, but it is a good one. It's of benevolent energies. I feel good about this one. You are about, I would say, 60% connection with this one. Okay. So there you go. Unconditional Ascension. All right. So we are going to take one more card here. Yes. Ta To Heng, can you do a reading for me? It's under my husband's name, Nu Ying. Okay, so Ta To Heng, or I think her name was Ndua X Va. All right, here we go for Ta To Heng. Okay, here we go. Warm blessings to all of you that are on with me. So remember to subscribe and like and share the video, especially to some groups that you feel that are worthy to share it to as well. Don't share if you feel like there's going to be negative vibes. I don't want negative vibes coming towards me for, their own reasons. I don't have any negative vibes towards anyone. It's only if they, usually people that have negative vibes towards me are the ones that are either in a jealousy mode or just having some envy issues. Really, I just can't see anybody that would be negative towards me unless they have been told a wrong story, right? Or have been lied to. So that's why I'm out here informing you of what is correct versus what is not correct and or not true. Okay. So warm blessings. Here we go. This is for Ta To Heng. Here we go. This is your card, Ta To Heng. Ta To Heng. I want to let you know that you have a spiritual path that you need to go on, and it's been very tough. It's been rough for you in regards to your career area and really what you want to do in life. You've had some kind of a inch about it a while back, but then now you're into and back into this feeling of I am kind of confused, and yet there is a need for change. It's a need to push you into change. And I want to say that this change needs to happen. And also hang, because you also donated, um, I'm going to pull up 3 cards for you, okay? So it's also hang, your career area needs some work and some focus and clarity on that for sure. But I know there's a push to get a change coming. So that is coming your way, but you have to be willing to accept that change. The other thing is that your spirituality is in, again, I talked about this already, but your spirituality is in a very confusing or frustrating state right now. Especially where you're at in the level. I feel like you could have been in a different level of your spirituality, but then you've come to sort of like a halt or a hiccup, and that has stopped you from going forward actually on a level -8. Okay. So you have some feeling of anxiety or stressed out a little bit about that. And I'm very modest in my words, but you're at a level -8. So I would really kind of seek out my spirituality if I were you, and to try to get back on the path correctly, because you've had a hiccup or a hang up there. And then on your relationship side, there's been this feeling of wanting to come back to love, wanting to come back to the relationship, wanting to cuddle up and revitalize that relationship again. And it feels like you really do need that revitalization. Go on an outing or something with your partner, with your love, your husband. You need to get yourself back together. Go on a date if you will, because you do need to have that date again. Especially it's summer, it's maybe hard to go on a vacation, but you do need to go out on a date or two within the next few weeks here. I really encourage at least 2 dates per month with you, so that you can reconnect back with your husband to find this love again, to bloom again, because it's been low energy there. Though it's at a +2, it needs to be at a +6, 7, okay, at the least, so that this marriage or this relationship can feel like it's getting somewhere, at least. And then to have you bring in that momentum of love, especially for yourself right now, because yourself feeling about self-worth has been very lower and at that -8 level because of that spirituality hang up, or how do I say, it's been a hiccup. And I think that you need to get back on track. Does that make sense for you, Tso Hing? That was your 3-card reading. All right. I'm going to stop here, everyone. Warm blessings. And we will talk to you guys next time. If you guys don't know if you have karma or trauma, but there's been some things in your life more currently that has been happening and over again, and it's repetitive, that is karma. If it's something that has happened a long time ago and you just don't want to think about it, and you've blocked out your memory just because of that incident or a couple of incidents, and that has happened in your childhood or in teenage times, or maybe just in your marriage and it was toxic, that's trauma. So you've been traumatized and you don't want to have another relationship. That's trauma. So I wanted to clarify this with everybody. I specialize in karma and trauma releases, and to get people back on their feet, to get people back on their clarity and their focus. And this is some work that I do. Not all the work that I do, but this is one area that I specialize in. You'll start to learn more about me as you go and follow my videos and watch them, and subscribe and like this video. Share it with people that you know that has gotten the wrong information, or even people that has told you something different about Master Shaman Palai Chi. So you've got to find out the truth for yourself, one-on-one with me and live, right? So that you can figure out what is the truth from what is false. Warm blessings.